horrible idea. Crazy. This girl at the radio station last night, she walked in, she's like, Will, you really need to shave. I'm like, why, Tara? She's like, because you're starting to look like a terrorist. And I laughed. She's like, no, I'm serious. I'm like, well, that's why I'm doing it, Tara. It's to shift paradigms. And she's like, not a paradigm, Will, it's just the way I see you. And I'm like, I bet you don't understand exactly what I'm talking about. And she's like, when I look at you, I see terrorists. And I'm like, now how would you feel, Tara, if I told you how I thought you looked to me? Or if and she just shut up, dude. And I realized I hurt her feelings and I felt like a fucking asshole. Just because I was being a smart ass, I hurt this.
So you come back and say, but you have to understand, I guess it would all be good stuff going on.
Right. Well, I mean, I've always thought she was cute, but like she's getting older and heavier set.
I'm thinking it was back that conversation. I was like, well, yeah, I'm gonna get my jihad. I was like, well, no, you're not jihad. It's a holy word. Holy word is yeah, I'm way too more on holes.
Hey.
I think I'm giving you the 3-hole punch right now. Sorry, man, my brain is like.
When I think about the fact that I've worked on this,
what is it?
It makes me think that, you know, the Baja could be finished if I hadn't been working on this.
Well, wholly distracted, yeah, probably. But so what?
I was looking for these kind of recently. I thought I'd lost them. These have been hardened, right? You've seen them before. And this one's been hardened and polished, and I fucking love it. It's not been sharpened.
Well, let me ask you. Let me see that bat. When you say hardened, let me ask you.
I don't really know anything about hardening. Like, I don't know till it got red hot. Red is what I was. This is Friday night after I watched the movie.
Well, it's considered case hardened, and if you polish it too far down, you'll take the case hardening off.
Shit.
But I can tell you still have some carbon in there.
Well, I'll tell you, this one.
What do you think about that movie?
This one works better than that one. I wouldn't have thunk it because this one's so damn sharp and awesome. I love the way it works. This one's fucking horrible because this one's just got so much weight behind the points. But this one is actually more reliable, and I haven't even sharpened it. But I can tell you, or that's my prediction at least.
What do you think about that?
I fucking loved it. I'm so glad that everybody like downplayed it so much and said it was so shitty because I was totally expecting it to be shitty, and it was not what I expected, but I fucking loved it.
But it was just okay. You know, I downloaded off of the Pirate Bay before it went down for going on 2 days now. Man from Atlantis. Well, you don't download from there. You know, you could that's
the seed source or whatever.
What's it called? It's the pointer, the directory or whatever. You know. Well, anyways, from Pirate Bay, I was like just sitting there and it's like, man, what's something I haven't seen in a long ass time? The Man from Atlantis. You ever hear about it?
No.
Patrick Duffy. Do you know who he is?
No.
From Dallas.
I've heard of Dallas.
Come on, man, Patrick Duffy. Scuzzlebutt had Patrick Duffy for a leg on South Park.
Oh, I remember that.
Okay, well that's Patrick Duffy. Well, anyway, before he was one of the Ewings on Dallas, and before he was Scuzzlebutt's leg on South Park, he was the Man from Atlantis. And he had these webbed hands, and he didn't remember his background, but he could swim and breathe underwater. And he had this funky undulating swimming technique. That was crazy, man. And they were always exploring the deep sea in this 3-compartmented weird submarine. I think it was called the Nautilus.
Huh.
And anyway, yeah, it had like the water lock thing on it, so he could go out in the water and. He was sort of like an Aquaman kind of character, you know. It's
yeah.
Once he got a little water on him, he was all super strong and stuff. And,
oh, really?
Yeah. Well, anyway, you can imagine it was canceled, I think, after like about 12 episodes or something because you know how many plots can revolve around saving the world from underwater. You know, it's like, oh, that mermaid looks dangerous. I'm on it. Anyways, like it got bizarre. You know, they had of course, the old westerns. You know, it's like
Really?
how many times can we go back in time to the old west? You know, it's like, of course, that was shot in like the late 70s or early 80s, and you know, there was a point in time when every TV show that was on was a western.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it's crazy